Hi everybody! Welcome to Weekly Reverse 1999 by yours truly, Kitty Bunny. Alright guys, we are still not continuing the main story right now. We are going to do 6's character story tonight since you guys highly recommend me doing it. So, here we are. Ooh, okay, so I've kind of had a long day. I'm gonna see if I can get through all of it. If not, I might have to do this in 2 streams, but we will see. We'll see. I will power through it. I just, I got some green tea. I got some matcha actually, and made some sandwiches. I had like 2 slices of pizza earlier, but then when I got home, I was like, I'm kind of hungry again. But now I'm wondering, I was like, I don't know if I'm hungry or getting a stomach ache. So I made like a Nutella sandwich and then like a peanut butter sandwich. So we're gonna see, maybe that'll help my stomach because I don't know why it hurts. Anyways, okay. Hey Bean Eater, welcome. Jennifer, Fire. Oh, I cannot read your name because it's in Chinese or Japanese characters. So, but welcome. Hello. And everyone else who's lurking, making your way in, and VOD watchers, I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna do 6's character story tonight. Oh yeah, Nautica, I still have to pull for her. Oh my god, you got 3 Nauticas and 200 pulls. That's crazy, Bean Eater. Okay. Oh shit, I've been slacking. I was gonna try to have enough. Oh shit, how much time do I have? I got next week, right? Oh, I got 18 days. Okay, so I have like 2 more weeks actually. Okay, I can do this. I just need 40 more pulls to guarantee. Oh shit, I was slacking. Damn it. Okay, I need 2 more pulls to do at least a 20 pull today. I don't know if I'm gonna get that during stream today. I was like trying to run through the artificial somnambulism to get more clear drops, but like I fell asleep and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But okay, let me see. Well, we get like 1 clear drop. We get one of these. What do they call them? The unilogs. Unilogs. We get one every day. So I'll have enough in like 2 days. But I don't have any enough right now. Man. She's like not coming home. You know what? We got 10. Let's just do it. Maybe I'll get lucky. The gacha urge is calling me. Hopefully I'll get like 2 more before the end of stream. If not, oh well, I'll save it for next time. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Was that it? Oh my god! Wait, see, look at this weird look I get. You guys think it's gonna be her? Oh my god, I'm a little scared. Oh, well, either way, I'm guaranteed in like 30 more pulls, even if it's not her. But let's see. Oh, is this her? Oh shit! Oh shit, it is her! No way! Oh damn! Okay. You know what?
Wow, is this one of your waypoints? It has plenty
I'll
of
take
space,
it.
doesn't it?
I'll take it.
Well equipped too.
Damn!
Oh, you don't happen to have any hardtack,
Oh,
do you?
she's cute.
I only need 1, just enough to get me going again.
Good job! Thank you, Nautica! The 10 pull is all I needed. Right? I swear. I have good streamer luck in this game. So I feel like pulling on stream for this game is definitely good. Wow, okay, well definitely I'm gonna save up 30 more pulls to just get another one then. Might as well since I'm already this far. Cool! I didn't think that was gonna work, but hey, you never know. I'm rigging the gadget. I wish I had that kind of power.
Very still. Are you in low
Okay,
power
cool.
mode?
Well, I finally got Nautica.
But your battery is still decreasing.
And I was
Are
worried.
you sure this is an effective
Alright, cool.
method?
Alright, so with that done, let us do Where is 6's character story? Is it in here? Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, I already, yeah, right. Okay. Oh my God. Look, Lucy in her Insight 2 outfit is so nice, guys. I was so shocked when we first saw this, like at the end of chapter 7. I was like, ooh. Wait, I'm not guaranteed anymore at 140? Seriously? That's how it works? Oh. Wait. That's bullshit. Okay, it makes sense. It's fair, but damn it. Wait, so like it's... Oh, man. So it's not worth continuing to pull then, unless I want more copies? Wait, what the hell is this? Oh. Oh, I won the 50-50 early. Oh, man. Okay. Damn, I got my hopes up. Wait, so it's not worth pulling anymore unless I want to get to the 200, huh? I don't think I can get that up to that many in 18 days. And I feel like I'd rather save up for any future characters. Like, I think I might skip her. Because especially I haven't met her yet. Wait, 10 summons guarantee a 5-star or higher, but isn't that like normal? Okay. Well, yeah, then I think I gotta stop. That's okay. I didn't have to make it to 200 at least. Or at least I guess I didn't have to make it to 140. So that saved me. I guess that saves me. So I guess I'll just stop there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? Save up instead of getting to 200 because I already have her. Should level her up because her pre-I2 kid is a meme kid. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna level her up before I use her. But okay. Yeah, I will use the red tapes for other shit then. Okay, well, at least I got her. I can save up for any future characters now. But yes, speaking of Lucy, yes, I was like, ooh, I need to level her up quick so I can get this nice outfit. Like, she looks so good in this outfit, guys. So yeah. Okay, anyways, let's turn our attention to 6. All right. Our man did not die at the end of chapter 7. Or throughout chapter 7. He almost did. I thought we were going to lose him. But he pulled through. So, we're going to see. Alrighty. Man, I wish they would voice. Is this kind of long? Oh my god, this looks long. Oh yeah, I forgot to announce that the Discord server is open, guys. Wait, let me put that up. Cause you guys didn't get the link. I've tried to put the link up in every stream this week since it opened. But I forgot, y'all. Let me pin a comment real quick. But yeah, the community Discord server is open if you guys would like to join and you know, just have fun with us. We're having we just chat, do whatever, share memes, share images, whatever. Discuss all the gacha games I play and whatnot. So yeah, and hopefully in the future we will have like community events and stuff like that too. So working on it. But yeah. Join if you guys want. Oh, the thoughts on the other Lucy bodies? Yes, I did see that, I think. Sorry, sometimes there's just like so many messages that I like don't I can't reply to them all. Oh, I did react to it though. But yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, it's pretty cool that they have like such a detailed parts of all of Lucy's bodies and stuff. There's one that looked kind of like a dog. I thought it was kind of weird. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And she's literally like a steam engine or whatever. That was cool. I like how they like do that for their characters. Okay. Anyways, Discord blah 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 server. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Is up. Okay, 6's story should take about the typical amount of time for a character story. Okay, not bad then. Alright, let us get started then before I get too tired. Alright, Trudge in the Long Night. The problem with character stories though is that they're not really voiced, so it's a lot of reading. It's okay. Let's hope my voice holds up.
A voice came from above and spoke to the man. An important thing will happen to you.
Wait, is that young 210? What? No way. He's wearing more clothes. And he still has grapes. What the hell? Well, he grew up pretty nicely. He looks like a really tired teen here. 105. Half of 210. Oh, that's good. Okay, interesting. It's cute. He definitely got a more chiseled jawline when he got older. The lecturer is young and proud, standing like a newly sprouted grapevine growing upright. Wow. Is that why he has grapes? What will it be? The man asked. You will gain wealth, you will gain fame, you will walk in the garden of wisdom and happiness, the voice answered. Thus, until he died, he spent his life waiting for his fortune, and it never arrived. You don't wait for your fortune, you go out and make it. The lecturer walks from one side of the square to the other, an unfurled scroll in his hands. The voice from above brought promises, a glimpse of his forthcoming fate. He believed in the promise and, in doing so, forged his own tragic end. A soft, contented cooing comes from the audience. Oh, young baby 37. She's falling asleep. She's bored of his lecture.
37.
Oh, it's baby Sophia too. 37. The whisper fails to awaken the sleeping girl. After hesitating for a moment, Sophia reaches out and gently shakes 37. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her big ass bright blue eyes. Huh? What's happening? 37 rubs her eyes, lifts her disheveled hair, and looks around in a daze. Has 210 finished his speech yet? Not yet, but you were sleeping so soundly just now that you were snoring a bit. I was worried they might hear you. And it doesn't seem polite to sleep during someone else's speech. Especially for 210. You know how much he enjoys delivering these lectures. He's always so concerned about whether he has the audience's attention. My man's a man whore. Attention whore. I meant attention whore. My man is an attention whore. That came out wrong. Surely, though, it's worse to hinder others from acquiring knowledge like this. Truth should neither rely on such rhetoric nor be so opaque in presentation. I fail to see how there could be any real knowledge in all this flamboyance. Called out. Oh. So you see, I'm simply lessening his sins. At least the rhythm of his speech makes for a fine sleeping aid. Oh my god. 37 yawns softly and leans against Sophia. Yet the rhetoric about fate, path, and glory of self-election continues to pour into their ears. 37 opens her eyes once more to see Sophia gazing forward intently beneath her red hair. Are you truly so rapt by this topic? I suppose I'm not sure yet. People have always cared about their fate, about what will happen tomorrow and the next day. I don't know my own number yet. I don't understand my essence, let alone fate. Sophia's gaze drops to her clasped hands resting in her lap. His lecture does make sense. Working hard and striving forward is obviously a good thing.
But
I feel like I still haven't found my way. I only just arrived here. There's still so much for me to learn. Sophia's voice is subdued, fading until finally reaching a whisper. She takes a deep breath, as if to revitalize her spirit, and lifts her eyes to look at 37. What about you, 37? Aren't you curious at all about your fate?
Hmm?
37 breathes out a steady huff.
Hmm.
Oh, Omega? What is that? Degree? What is that symbol? How do you read that symbol? It's not the greatest prime number. Oh my god, even in her dreams, she's mathing. Obviously, she needs sleep, and she is especially adept at falling into deep slumbers, especially during 210 lectures. 210's impassioned rhetoric is apparently so tedious to her that she can't hold her eyes open even another moment. When the man lay sick in bed, he cried up to the voice from above, asking, "When will all that you have promised finally arrive?" The voice from above scorned him, saying, "It has already come and gone, only you never sought it out." So the man lamented his cowardice, his idleness, and all the fortunes he had lost.
I hope.
That's why we should be vigilant about our own fortunes. We must keep our vision clear, listen to our own voice, and not stagnate, waiting for the promises of others. If we succumb to cowardice or complacency, even those gifts promised to us by fate can slip away. Human innovation and knowledge come from courage, a thirst for knowledge, or a thirst for truth, and constant curiosity. It is for this reason that we must forge our own paths and control our own fates. Dude, you are so boring droning on. It's a lot of words to mean very little. He raises his hand high, and the future rhetorician begins to emerge. As he makes his eloquent speech, a pile of seashells amasses before him, one by one, representing the audience's support. He is satisfied, but not completely. Oh my god.
Well,
Fate, yes. And as we're discussing fate, we cannot ignore the fate of those sitting among us. Okay. Our star of Hermes fell upon fate at birth, bringing us hope for enlightenment. We could let her speak to show her light hasn't diminished, but it seems sleep has taken a hold of her, preventing her from shining. Wow, called out. He's like, you should not be sleeping through my lecture, my speech. 210 turns around and points abruptly to the other side.
but
Fortunately, there are still those among us who can represent the inevitability of fate. He extends his hand, palm up, fingers forward, in an inviting gesture. The crowd disperses like startled fish, revealing a young man.
my friend,
Come, Atticus, my friend, he who will receive the revelation. Oh, you are destined to become the perfect number, to receive all the wisdom and all the promises due, our future leader of Aperon. They know he's going to become 6 already? Don't let silence swallow that light. Please articulate to us your views about fate and share your wisdom. The young man, given a prestigious title, does not stand out in the crowd. His gaze slides over the inviting hand and rests on an empty spot in the air beside it.
I think otherwise.
Oh! It's young 6! He doesn't even have his number yet. He's still Atticus. You know, he really does look like an Atticus. It's an appropriate name for him. This is your speech, not mine, 210.
but
Surely no one understands fate better than you, our perfect 6, awaiting the arrival of your fate every moment, every day. The young orator holds the moment with anticipation. Yes, if anyone deserves to show wisdom comparable to his own, it would be his present target. Oh my god, Stu10 is so full of it. He greedily seeks the arrival of what he imagines to be an evenly matched debate. Right? He is sickly Victorian boy core. Look at him. It's probably because he's so pale and he has like really light blonde hair. And he's just like looking sad all the time. He's got a big burden, guys. You know, continuing this farce of a religion that doesn't actually really exist anymore. All eyes move to surround Atticus. Accustomed to being invisible in a crowd, he attempts to turn slightly, as if to escape the challenge and the weight of their gaze. I know he doesn't know that yet, but you know what I mean. Atticus doesn't seem too happy. What is this revelation that 210 is talking about? Oh, nothing important. Just a lot of nonsense. All leaders are supposed to receive a special revelation when their soul numbers are revealed. It's the sign of a 6's succession to leadership. Like the Oracle of Apollo and Delphi. The commotion must have disturbed her sleep, or perhaps it is the peacocking of the orator that awakens her. Yes, that actually describes 210 perfectly. He likes to peacock around.
You have a point.
It all sounds incredible. Are you saying they can hear the voice of the gods? Or is this something about numbers? The redhead, still new to the island, seems in awe. However, 37 thinks it's no big deal.
But
The leader's number has always been 6, so there's nothing new about this revelation. We already know the outcome. 210 uses far too many meaningless words. I agree. Like, he uses like 10 words when 2 is enough. Why not just call him 6? You mean call Atticus 6? But isn't the current 6 that person?
certainly.
Oh yes, Atticus hasn't received the revelation yet. But he will be 6 eventually. It's in his destiny. I don't really know about that. The young man's voice grows louder, interrupting the distant whispers. How can that be? You are number 6, we all know. You will become number 6 and possess everything a 6 should have. Infinite wisdom, supreme vision, a sharp mind, and the poise of a leader. Since you inherited the bloodline of the prophecy, your revelation has been predestined since your birth. It's even more clear than a voice from above. See how similar you are to the person in the story. You both heard the prophecy. Sorry, guys. And you both know your own fates. 210's boring me too. It's just like I'm falling asleep like 37. What did you gain from it? And what did you hear? It is a bold challenge. A verbal challenge from the proud peacock to the island's future leader. I like how they're just like, yeah, he's just a fucking peacock. You didn't throw your seashell. I want to know why. Perhaps you can illuminate some of your ever-hidden thoughts.
I hope.
My friend, it is through the clashing of minds in a debate that we can gain a deeper understanding of one another. I pray you will share. 210 just likes to argue. He likes to hear his own voice. He only likes debating because he likes to argue. Clack. Did he throw in the shell so he didn't have to debate 210? His speech is interrupted by a crisp clattering sound. He looks down to see a new addition to the seashells at his feet. His hoped-for opponent gently tosses challenge aside along with the shell. That's funny. He's like, nah, I'm good. 210 cannot read anything other than humiliation in the shell. 210 is so full of it. This is not only 6's character story, this is definitely also 210's character story. You misunderstand, 210. I have no thoughts on fate. Atticus finally meets his gaze.
Don't have an answer to your question.
That's true. 210 did decide to get reversed. That's crazy. That time, we parted on poor terms. After a long while, I grew taller. The hem of my dress had risen from my ankles to my calves, and Atticus and I brought up that avoided debate again.
Atticus.
Atticus. When I found Atticus, he was, as usual, wandering alone on the beach. I always found him there early in the morning, so if I needed to speak with him, I would come here at the same time.
Good morning.
Sophia. He was bringing a stranded fish back into the sea. As it flashed from his hands, he gave me a smile.
Good morning.
Baby Sophia is so cute. Of all the people on the island, Atticus was the one I could communicate with the easiest. It wasn't anyone else's fault. A parent operated on its own set of rules to maintain stability. It was always going to be difficult for an outsider to break into their tight-knit community. But my visits to the beach were not just to see him. Are you here to collect your sand again today?
Yes.
The fine sand here is ideal for polishing lenses. My father's eyeglasses are just about ready. His eyesight has been deteriorating more and more. I hope these will help. Maybe it's because of my father's health. I feel more upset and sensitive than usual. This is not a good time to confide. This morning, he woke up and asked me why it was still dark. Hadn't the day arrived yet? I worry that the glasses won't keep up with his decline, or perhaps that they were never going to help him. Is he going blind? And yet, you still made them. I'm pretty sure it is a declarative sentence, yet I sense his confusion inside. More confusion than in any question. But I'm not always right, especially on this island, so perhaps I'm imagining things. I stopped speaking, knowing that sharing my worries over my father would do nothing to lessen them. The sea breeze blows over us. Each seagull's cry is distinct and loud. In the school, such unusual quietness often causes an uneasy feeling in my heart, anxiety. But now, despite the silence between us, my breathing is even. This peace of the moment feels comforting. Time passes in hours as the sunlight reaches overhead near its zenith. At last, Atticus stands up. They just sit there for a couple hours. Are you leaving? Yes, it's nearly lunchtime. Huh? But it's still early yet. Are you hungry? No. He shakes his head slightly, a bit uneasy. I need to go early or there won't be any quiet spots left. I realize now why I rarely encounter him on the other routes I walk. Why don't you sit with us? Is it because of 210? Oh, yeah, I would think so. I wouldn't want to sit with him either. Always trying to pick fights or more pick debates, and he's so loud and annoying. I asked softly, then immediately regret it, realizing that my inappropriate question would only cause awkwardness. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Panic occupies my mind, and I struggle to come up with a suitable excuse. No. Right? Atticus is totally an introvert. Atticus's response surprises me. He gently shakes his head.
I think otherwise.
I'm not specifically trying to avoid him. As if sensing my guilt, he smiles. Before 210 was 210, he didn't look kindly on me. Of course, that has nothing to do with his competitive nature, which I never minded. Well, did he bully him? Then he became 210, a number easily factored. And well, everything that came next feels terribly predictable. He looks down at the sand, then lifts his head again. I know why you asked, Sophia. Please don't take it too hard. That speech was just a trigger. Our interactions have always been like this.
Yes.
I try to remember the debate that came out of nowhere. I don't quite understand. When I first arrived here, you took such excellent care of me. And you, 210 and 37, grew up together as friends.
But
then, after your debate with him... I was young then, and I was flippant in my behavior. I provoked him, given his character. I knew he would take it as a humiliation. It was my decision, so I must accept the consequences of it. But that wasn't a debate, Sophia. He didn't want my point of view. He just wanted to win. Atticus's voice and manner are as calm and cool as the sea breeze. His description of his conflict with 210 feels more like it came from a distant observer. I know him, and I know myself. We think differently. He is not in need of an exchange of ideas. In fact, he's not at all interested in what I think. He just wants a victory.
yes.
He is competitive. His tone remains even, almost emotionless. An exchange of ideas like that is purposeless. Each side will stick to their own opinions, vainly trapped in position. In the end, there is no mutual understanding. It only further reinforces their own defenses. He sighs, the confusion surfacing again. I've tried and tried, but people always step into the same river over and over again. Facing this inevitable end, any action at all seems futile. I'm not sure what to say. His words hold merit, but I somehow feel... Before I can utter another word, Atticus asks me a pointed question. Sophia, you're smart. You know enough about your father's health. You also know those classes won't be of much help to him. Why do you choose to struggle so much against the path of fate? It's an offensive question, and I feel at first I should be uncomfortable with it. But I know it's different with Atticus. His confusion is genuine, not mocking or cruel. I rarely have the opportunity to mentor others on this island. The whole thing is unfamiliar to me. I don't know. I regret my response. It is too hasty, too dismissive. In fact, I have the real reason cleared my mind. When my mother was dying of her illness, I felt so powerless. I know I don't want to experience that a second time. I have to do something, anything. I take a deep breath, trying to gather my scattered thoughts. You're right, Atticus. Even with effort, we can't avoid the inevitable.
But I think we can't just sit around and do nothing about it.
The inquisition in his eyes is piercing. I feel suddenly I have to explain it in their way. Preparing for the inevitable is like preparing a psalm for a morning class. Practicing and familiarizing oneself with upcoming difficulties makes it easier to face them. I feel I don't often, or rather, I lack the time to really consider meaning. Sometimes the quality that allows us to face our fate isn't necessary courage. It might just be the fear of the truth. Perhaps I'm destined to forget that lengthy psalm. Perhaps there's nothing I can do for my father. But preparing for what must come is better than doing nothing at all. But giving hope to others must be done in the name of courage, if nothing else.
I just think...
If a glass bottle on the table is destined to fall, I'll put a cloth on the floor around it, so even if the bottle does break, the mess will be easier to clean. I turn to look at Atticus. He's frowning, as if pondering my words. Atticus, you don't actually want to answer that question, do you? I speculate on his thoughts, and this is also offensive. I've heard from 37 others in the school about this revelation. I don't understand what it is exactly, but they say it's a gift of fate. Just like that voice from above, the revelation promises all the wisdom of the world to the 6's of each generation.
But...
I try to express everything I feel. Do you fear it? Aww. I don't know. His voice is so faint that the words almost feel illusionary, like a false memory. Then it begins to roar.
If this gift is from the above,
And it never asks for your own desires or cares about your existence, Can it still be called a gift? Oh, yeah, it's like he didn't ask for it.
So we really have no choice but to kneel before destiny, begging for its love and mercy.
He doesn't want to become 6. Atticus' hand trembles slightly. Yeah, the leadership position is literally being forced upon him. Poor guy. I'm surprised by the rage and intensity in his voice. I've never seen him so upset. The people of the island are generally reserved due to their intelligence. 210 is an outlier, but Atticus' words are still sharper. Maybe this is the perspective he held back from that debate. So I turn away from the table. I don't want to see whether the bottle is teetering. Aww. Atticus finally looks at the fine sand in my hand. But I think you're right. I only remember that at the end of our conversation, he came towards me with a kind of expression on his face. That expression was like a smile, yet also like sorrow or perhaps relief. A face filled with determination. Aww.
Thank you for the long talk, Sophia.
And thank you for listening to me, Atticus. We said goodbye as we did countless times before, not affectionately, but also not quite distantly. I returned downhill to my home to continue making the lenses I knew would never be of any use to my father. He went uphill to his home, back to the brilliance of the current 6 and her supreme wisdom.
Goodbye.
The previous 6 was a woman. I don't know why I said goodbye to Atticus. They had a nice friendly bonding moment, or both vulnerable bonding moment. He turned back, nodding his head in acknowledgement. After that, I have never seen Atticus walking on the beach again. What? He began his long retreat. Wow. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Hey!
It's time for us to go. I took a deep breath and adjusted the grapevine on my head, trying to make it look as symmetrical as possible. In my youth, the third weekend of each month with an even number dated was the happiest for me.
Well,
Let's go, I'm ready. This is interesting. It's like jumping from each character. Like first Sophia, now 210. Okay. It was a day of speculation when the 6's coordinator invited the island's finest youths to talks. They would not overlook me, just as a girl collecting shells on the beach wouldn't miss a pearlescent oyster. He is so full of himself. Oh my god. The usually bustling square is deserted, and I, along with a few other students, pause outside.
Please wait.
One moment. Let me inquire about the situation. It seems our star of Hermes is in need of some sleep. You ought to keep an eye on the time. That's a number as well. At least, time is counted in numbers. You like numbers.
No.
I can see everyone's number, but I never said I liked all numbers.
I hope.
You aren't about to say you dislike 210. Oh my god. Irrelevant to my likes and dislikes, 210 is simply a poor number. Oh my god, oh shit. It has 4 prime factors, yet lacks a solid base, so it's prone to deformation like a rhombus. Whoa, okay.
Well,
It is no surprise.
it is no surprise.
We know prime numbers are born unique, standing like the cornerstones of all others. Composite numbers are slightly inferior, like frivolous and fast-decaying paintings. Right? Why bring up all the prime numbers and composite numbers? We're just talking about 210. Oh my god, this is pretty good. She's like shooting everything down from I don't understand your mythology. And I don't understand why you always call me the Star of Hermes. Is it because Hermes is the thrice greatest and he has his 7 hermetic principles? Oh.
But
I am 37, not 3 and 7. They are not the same conceptually. You shouldn't make such a fundamental mistake in your understanding of numbers. It is hardly a pleasant chat. My relationship with 37 has never been harmonious. My butt heads. It's kind of funny. But we've grown accustomed to this bantering tete-a-tete, always attacking each other. That's just how we interact. The familiarity of it all breeds contempt. As we walk down the same old paths, excuse me, arguing over things we've debated hundreds of times. But it is on these familiar paths that a moment of boldness can make the most change.
Sorry.
You two might have to wait a little longer. 6 isn't ready for you yet, but she won't need much time. You can follow me to the gazebo under the grapevines to sit in the shade and wait for your meeting. Her first time being late in all these years. They butt heads so much you might as well start shipping them. Ah, no. No. I would ship 210 with 6 more than 210 and 37. They're more like siblings. They have like strong sibling energy. Like brothers and sisters always fighting. That's what it reminds me of. 37 follows 6's coordinator, moving at pace towards the vine-draped gazebo. Meanwhile, my steps are hesitant. My thoughts have become a mess. Oh, a drama queen. Is our leader ill? The unease from the anomaly spreads in his mind. Everyone on the island knows that the leader's health is in irreversible decline. Oh. Excellence often invites the envy of fate. The lifespan of each 6 has been lamentably short. Atticus's mother, the previous 6, left this world when he was still young. Aww. So, like, are you just born as a, like, born into it? Like, blood born as a 6? It's kind of, like, it's like hereditary or whatever. Kind of like royalty. Then the current 6 received the revelation, becoming the new leader of the school. And, of course, in my opinion, the finest leader. Dude, stop being a suck-up. 6, perfectly balanced. Perfect, balanced, and harmonious. She explores the form of forms and traverses the hidden figures of the universe. Someone's a simp. One night I wondered, how many more times would I be able to converse with her? So filled with wisdom, unique understanding, bold hypotheses, and the courage to seek out the new and novel and not be complacent. She deserves all her respect and adoration. Maybe we can go back and visit her again when she's feeling better. I'm willing to make time for this discussion whenever it may be. Emotions lead to rashness, and rationality is associated with calmness. I have ignored the coordinator's expression, his lips mumbling like the tide coming in and out of the shore.
No.
It's not because of that. You two rest here. When it's time for the meeting, I'll let you know.
Oh,
All right.
fine.
I suppose I can take a stroll while we wait. What a pity. It's not in season yet. If it were, we could have picked some grapes to eat. Take them off his head! 37. Did you hear something? What?
Certainly.
I heard something too, but it was vague and muffled. I think it's over there, deeper in the grapevines. The star of Hermes, so quick to act upon her thoughts. I follow her, stepping deeper into the vine-laden arbor, until I find a door left ajar. Secret door? An unintentional but fortuitous encounter.
Yeah.
It is Atticus. I haven't seen him in so long. She spots our childhood friend, his pale face obstructed beneath a mop of light blonde hair. 6 is talking to Atticus. I heard Atticus hardly comes out during his retreat, unlike 6 who does so every other week. Now you don't have to worry about 6. She may look pale, but at least she has the strength to talk. She's just delayed a bit because she is talking with Atticus. Despite 37's words, it's clear 6's health is more fragile than before. Her face is paler than Atticus's, and her voice is faint, merging into the air like gentle rain into water. I can see her lips moving, but I can't hear her voice. She reaches out a hand, weakly grasping the hem of Atticus's shirt, and pulls back. 6's all have similar appearances, with their talents depending on hereditary blood. Oh, so it is hereditary. Blonde hair, slender figures, pale skin, and wizened eyes. They're like idols carved from the same mold, perfect reflections of a flawless lineage. But she leans forward, a posture not easy for her in her current state. Our friend Atticus remains standing upright, his eyes looking into space, as if indifferent and utterly devoid of respect. I'm not sure if there's fear in those eyes, but I'm certain of this anger echoing in my chest in reaction to this rude silence. It is an irritation not easily soothed. Oh my god, this guy. Disregard. It is the greatest disrespect and insult, a taste like bad wine. I've tasted it before, and coincidentally, that bad wine was also a gift from this very same gold statue that stands before me. Jeez! I could forgive his rudeness towards me, but he shouldn't treat 6 this way. 6 has always selfishly guided us in the pursuit of truth, setting us straight when the path forward is not clear. On top of that, she is Atticus's aunt. Oh, okay. After the previous 6 returned to the truth, she took over, caring for Atticus as a mother would.
Huh?
That sculpted young hand, covering the slightly wrinkled one, pulls the hem free. Huh? So disrespectful, so rude. Atticus draws away and steps through the narrow door. The gaze from his kin follows him in silence until it is cut off by the door panel. You, what are you doing here? Oh, this is weird. This is very interesting. This is weird. Hey, Clemmer, welcome. I'm doing okay. I am a little sleepy today, but I'm hanging in there. I've had a long day, actually. We did a lot of things today, so whew, I was like, oh no, I have to do an event, a character story tonight. I was like, shit, I forgot character stories are so much reading. That's okay, guys. I'll hang in there, don't worry. Surprise flickers across his face. He looks strangely tired. We have more right to be here than you. It's the 3rd weekend of the month and an even date. I see. He nods absently, intending to leave without another word. Stop. He shouldn't be allowed to just slip away without any criticism. Dude, you don't know the whole story. Like, just. My anger is more than justified. He shouldn't have done that to her. To treat the island's leader this way, a wise person, his own kin, an elder in failing health. How could he do this? How? I'm curious, do you even have any self-awareness? What do you mean? I think my question is clear enough. He's match. I meet Atticus's gaze, more than satisfied that I've finally broken his calm.
My friend.
Atticus, everyone on this island knows that you were born a 6 and are destined to become the leader of a Paron. Destined to receive the revelation. Do you even understand the weight of this blessing? 210, I don't have time for your debate.
No.
This isn't a debate. I'm trying to offer you some help. I've narrowed it in on him. No more room for him to evade me. A mission bestowed from the heavens. You'll receive the great number and become the mediator between excess and deficient.
In fact?
The amalgamation of knowledge and wisdom of every 6 since the inception of a Paron will, without any arduous drilling, enter your mind the moment you receive your number. You will make a great leap. Do you think I need you to explain the concept to me? I was like, how do you really know for sure, sir? Like, Oh, it certainly felt like it. I snort out a laugh like a true victor. Atticus is different today. His usual evasiveness is gone, replaced by anxiety. This suits me. I try to seize on that gap, like prying open an oyster exposes its insides to the sea air. Dude. Now, looking back at that moment, I can't deny that I lost control. But it wasn't a day to be defeated, least of all by him. Damn, he really does not want to lose to 6. It's kind of funny. It's like, dude, why are you so obsessed? So, should I point out your attitude towards 6? She's weaker than before. You shouldn't treat her like this. Cut out your... oh, damn. Cut out your damn rhetoric. What are you trying to say? Hear that? The oyster shell has cracked. My god, he's provoking him so bad. What a great day to be favored by the truth. This is simply too easy. 210 is so full of it. Your disrespect towards her. She is a 6, one who possesses wisdom, balance, and wholeness. As a fine leader, she manages everything on the island with great efficiency. She cares for the children, connects with the public, and treats you as her own. She has taken on all the duties of your late mother. She's intelligent, courageous, and shares willingly with everyone. She's a role model for 6's. As for you, Atticus, oh my god. You don't deserve the revelation. You lack the willingness to share knowledge and the talent to lead, and you haven't, and you won't fulfill your obligations. Dude, what the fuck? It's like, damn. You cannot bear this blessing. You are unworthy of it. He suddenly falls silent. So you think the revelation is a blessing? He's like, you take it then. I didn't expect him to focus his sights on a mere turn of phrase.
Of course.
We seek the truth, and the truth lies in wisdom. It's not just me. All the brothers and sisters of Paron think like this. That's why we respect 6. He remains upstanding upright, but I notice his shoulders drooping slightly, as if some invisible weight presses upon them. The revelation is a curse, my friend. What? Aziz hangs... Aziz? Huh? Is that supposed to be Atticus? hangs his head. I almost read it like nodding. As if he's nodding to himself. What? Or maybe as he hangs his head? No, like, I think it's supposed to be Atticus. What a weird... That's a crazy typo right there. This isn't what I want at all. My oyster is shriveled into a pebble. You're right. She's perfect. She's a 6. A complete number, a perfect person, and an outstanding leader. Sixes are always like that. He turns away, sidestepping my obstructing arm, and walks towards the exit where light streams from beyond the grapevine arbor. Well, shit. That... Okay. Okay. These two. I can't with them. Okay, guys. I need to take a break real quick, and then we'll try to get through some more. Okay, BRB. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Well, let's continue. 6's character story. 210 and him. My goodness. Well, mainly it's just 210. Level 37. This new dish tastes wonderful. Why has no one thought of putting fruit in sour yogurt before? Parfait? I'm glad you like it. I learned the combination before coming to this island. If you ask me, the flavor tastes just like 143. Have you tasted 143?
Uh-huh.
11 and 13 are both good numbers, and together they factor into another excellent number. It was an ordinary day in all respects. Sophia and I grabbed some food and lounged by the gazebo in the square. Oh, now we're at 37's point of view.
Well,
nice, another compliment true to your style. Oh, I didn't really realize you were there too. Of course, so did 210. Keep your head down, 210.
no.
Please, this is hardly an appropriate time, 37. Although I think the number 210 is significantly overestimated by the public, I wouldn't hate a walking grapevine stand. Okay. It's been a while since I ate the grapes on your head. That's so funny. He's a walking snack. Wait. That can be taken like both ways. Oh no. He's a walking pantry? Holding the snacks? They're still so sweet. I'm thinking of grabbing a few more to try them in this yogurt. Please, 37, we're not kids anymore. No more leaping up to snatch grapes from my head like old times. It's undignified. Then stop wearing food on your head, sir. Oh, don't be like that. I like grapes and other fruits. I like their blend of tart and sweet flavors. Carrying around grapes is one of your few endearing qualities. Don't downplay it. Sophia, why are you smiling?
I just think...
Oh, nothing. Just feeling nostalgic. It's been ages since we've all been together for a meal like this. It reminds me of when we were younger. Aren't they still young? Back then, we had few responsibilities and more time to just be together. We'd meet up for meals now and then, and even head to the beach for some fun.
Well,
As I recall, it was that gift that first brought the four of us together.
Yes.
Right, the gift I gave to Atticus. I was new to the island then, and Atticus had been so helpful to me, so I decided to make him a hat out of Antolonian fabric.
given that,
It's because his hair has gotten so long, always falling over his eyes and getting in the way of his reading. Our Star of Hermes gave us a great suggestion. It's only when we look back that we realize how far we've come. Talking about the past brings us some joy. A scarf or a hat is too plain. It fades over time and lacks geometric beauty. We should give him a diadem headpiece, a sturdy and slender one. That way, it won't be too hot in the summer or get damp in the rainy season. Stretching out my hands, I make a fitting triangular shape with the index fingers and thumbs of both hands. And equilateral triangles are the best shape. It would be a unique gift.
Oh,
It's just a pity that the plan fell through. That's why I always say Atticus should thank me. 210 has begun to eat the grapes draping from his head as well. What? He eats the grapes too? A sure sign that he's beginning to relax. Well, okay, my man wears food on top of his head, so I guess that's how he carries his snacks. I don't know, I feel like grapes are kind of heavy when there's a bunch of them together. Like, so putting them on your head is kind of like weird, like a weird like weight. Like, wouldn't your head be a little heavy? It was me who met you in front of the blacksmith's shop and reshaped the crown into a more angular shape.
given that,
Otherwise, he'd always hurt himself when he bumped into things.
No.
No, not at all. Comfort is pointless. The essential beauty of mathematics is far more important. Beauty is pain. Like the clothes we wear. Regardless, he accepted my gift, and the crown indeed helped keep his hair in place.
Perhaps?
Maybe I can volunteer to deliver Atticus' meal today, bring him some fruit and yogurt, and have a chat with him.
No.
Not today. After finishing my fruit and yogurt, I have other things I must do. I have planned it all out and set the time earlier. That task has already been assigned to me today. Okay. Oh, so many books. This is my first time on meal delivery duty. Most of the time, I'm preoccupied with much more demanding tasks. It required me to spend some time explaining my reasons. 6. 37. He must be surprised by my arrival. As surprised as when he first heard me call him 6 instead of Atticus. I have something I want to talk to you about. You can eat while listening. I crossed the porch and then stooped to pass through the low inner door. His retreat room is dim, cramped, and completely windowless. The floor is littered with books, some open, some closed. Placing the meal on the small table, I sit down across from Atticus.
Oh.
This is fruit with sour yogurt, a combination Sophia learned from the outside. It tastes very much like 143 in the best way.
Thank you.
I scanned the book 6 is reading, Euclid's Elements, nothing more than a basic primer in our school. A small hill of books lies beside him, their edges showing signs of having been turned. He must have read them all. But why are you here? It's not your job to deliver meals to those in retreat. Is there something you need from me? He ponders and seems to answer his own question wordlessly. He seems different from usual. I'm not good at debates outside of proofs, but you've always been so smart and precise. 210's reasoning is too absurd and flowery, and Sophia's answers feel too mild. Wait, 143 means I love you? Really? Huh. Interesting. So she's saying fruit and yogurt taste like I love you? That's cute. 6 is just right to answer such questions. The bigger 6 lacks spare time, always talking about the ship, too busy to even stop for a moment. So I came to you. The smaller 6, as opposed to the bigger 6, okay? Atticus seems to have finally gotten used to me calling him 6. But many people on the island still call him Atticus. They say there can't be 2 6's on the island at the same time. She'll make time for you. She values you all, and she's better at exploring these kinds of issues.
But
You're just not one for talking. It's not that you're bad at thinking. You're so blunt. Oh, that thing on his head is what they were talking about? Like, what's he call it? Sophia made for him or whatever? Keep his hair out of his face? She is the current 6.
makes no difference to me. She was a 6, and so are you.
You are the same in essence. My questions are ready, but the path forward isn't smooth. This is a common occurrence in calculations, but I won't be discouraged by it. If one path is blocked, take a detour. If all paths are blocked, climb through the bushes. Okay. I mean, I guess. Bushes and walls of books aren't all that different. I know how to climb past them to reach my destination. Well, she's very persistent. 26 thinks I shouldn't overlook the process of proof. I know that. My mother taught me the same. Subs should be imprinted on paper and actualized to give more meaning to the results.
But
26 believes that even proof leading to a wrong result should be documented. To me, that seems inexplicable. Everyone knows that the result of a proof is what matters most. A proof that's wrong shouldn't even exist from the start, like your elements. It wouldn't include false theorems. I think he's wasting time. Focusing on such trivialities only distracts from our judgment of true essence. But I can't decide whether I am right or wrong. I need your help. He closes elements and turns towards me. I suddenly realize it's been a long time since we last met. His blue eyes are becoming more like those of 6. Yes, as they should. 6's are the same in essence. You mean 26, the sincere man who, in his youth, led the children of Peron in their training, including you and me. 37, why do you need to know the right or wrong in this? What kind of question is that? Everything ought to have an answer. I just want to know it, that's all. Okay. He smiles and shakes his head. Words kill the essence. I think 26 just wanted to keep a record of your trials and errors to inform future seekers. He's always valued the passing down of knowledge, and you were always the trailblazer. He's sincere but also clumsy. He probably quickly forgot his original purpose when it came to you. Perhaps you both lost sight of each other's motives in the argument. Did you quarrel? 6 is right. It wasn't a pleasant debate between 26 and me. Since Sophia's arrival, I've not seen anyone give me that kind of look. Oh my god, okay. Mr. Rogers maintained his weight at 143 pounds for the last 30 years of his life. That's crazy. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like after a point, after a certain age, unless something drastic happens in, like, your life, I feel like you kind of stay around the same weight. Unless you're, like, actively trying to lose it, or you end up, like, starting to eat more. You know, I feel like you kind of, like, plateau, definitely. But that's pretty impressive to stay the same weight for, like, so long. Damn, I wish I could do that. You know? Or, like, once I get to a weight I want to be at, I would like to stay there. Hope it doesn't go up.
But...
Alright, I understand about 26's mindset, but I still want to know, is there any value in a proof with a conclusion that turns out to be wrong? Wait, he literally did it to continue to associate with I love you? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy dedication. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Occasionally, such questions would cause 6 to ponder briefly, but now his response is swift. Looks like I'm in luck. 37. Value is relative.
Objection.
Well, it shouldn't be. People ought to only value a proof because it's correct. If there's no measure for judgment, why do we distinguish right from wrong at all? Yeah, that is kind of cute that she says I love you when the food is delicious. Like, she's so numbers coded that, like, she expresses her happiness with numbers. I guess it's just 37. Oh, you're right. Food she like got from Sophia. Oh, that is cute. I actually don't care about the answer to this question. It's irrelevant to mathematics. But debates over definitions are always my weakness. Though I'm convinced that I'm right, I fail to convince others. Numbers are solid and reliable, while language is vague and unclear. People argue endlessly over rhetoric and semantics, shifting focus away from the essence of things. 6 is the best of us at these questions. He always finds a fable that makes things simple and understandable. I wait for 6 to tell me a fable so that the next time I get into a debate, I can come up with a perfect example. I'm sorry, 37. I can't help you with that right now. 6 shifts his gaze away, turns a page, and adjusts the angle of the crown, pressing on his head. It looks like it would make a fine paperweight. The metallic triangles is certainly more ideal than fabric in that role. I can't wait for you to finish your page. She's so persistent. He's like, can you please stop bothering me? No, it's not about the page. I surely don't know how to answer your question. Or maybe I'm searching for that answer too. I watch him close the book, sliding it back into the mountain of others.
Oh, fine.
So, when you're done reading all these books, will you have the answer? Girl, go find the answer yourself. I don't know. But it's better to try something than to do nothing at all. That doesn't sound like his usual style, and I feel like I've heard it somewhere else. He really has changed. It's strange. Can appearances change so noticeably while the essence remains the same? There must be a key to this.
So, is this a proof you have to give?
One that requires a room full of books and a long retreat? The ultimate proof?
Yeah.
Then you should have told me earlier. I don't want to be taken by Abraxas and be tied to a rock to have my eyes picked out by vultures. Wow, this sounds brutal.
No.
It's not that serious. I'm just contemplating the nature of 6. Maybe this is indeed a proof. One about my own number. But you already know the answer. What's there left to prove? 6's answer seems to wait on a breath. He flips through the book with a faint smile. And that lies a whole other question entirely, 37. Does a proof with a correct conclusion have any value? In that single phrase 6's uttered, utterly bewildered me. I am 37. He is 6, right from birth. Neither of us ever proved our numbers, but we simply know the answer to be right. It's enough. The essence cannot change, so why would 6 ask such a question? It's a needless worry, a waste of effort. But I suddenly feel I shouldn't disturb him anymore. Yeah. The work of a proof mustn't be interrupted or hindered. That's a rule everyone knows. Yeah, stop bothering him, please. He escorts me to the door of his retreat room, and I stoop again to pass through the lower inner door. This door, obstructing vision as well as movement, makes it feel more like a cave than a doorway, and makes the retreat seem even more sealed off. Maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, I'm out. I can't clearly recall how I bid farewell to 6, or whether he cautioned me to watch my step. I know I didn't get a straight answer from him, only another question was tacked on, one that left me confused and a little dizzy. Fortunately, just as I leave the cave and feel the night sea breeze, a solution that I had disregarded earlier comes back to me, a perfectly timed epiphany. I hurry home to write it down. Okay. On the way, I cross paths with Sophia again. She expresses some concern for 6 and asks me about him. Does he read a lot? Is he still in good health? Is he working on a proof? What kind of proof is it? He's read many books, as many as a small mountain. That's cute. His health is fine. He eats well and breathes evenly. Breathes evenly, okay. I don't know if, like, how I think of Sophia and 6. Like, I don't know if her to him is that of, like, I don't know, like shippy, or just because I guess maybe he was her mentor or helped her out when, like, she first arrived or something. I don't know. I feel like she has a just really great concern for him. I mean, I don't know. It could be, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Because I was like, is it like sibling friendship? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to really take it. 6 is the only one Sophia can talk with in a normal way. Oh, fair enough, because everyone on Moth Island is weird, huh? Sibling like bond. He's her friend. She's concerned. Okay. Okay, because I was like, I don't know how they're like trying to like write this, like what direction they want to go with the relationship. Because I mean, sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes I know it's a little vague. Oh, that's true. They also got to be vulnerable together. Yeah, that's true. That's like a different kind of bond when you can just, even if it's like you're not completely strangers, but you're not like completely like close, but then you get close over bonding over being vulnerable together. Okay, I get that. Because I was like, I was like, don't like, I was like, is she gonna mistake it for love? But it's more of like, I guess, friend, like platonic friendship love, right? Okay, no one's seen him for a while. Okay, I guess that makes sense why she's concerned about her friend. But yeah, okay. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to think about this. I know nothing of his proof, but in any case, it seems to be a proof about himself. You're walking along the beach. Proof requires time. Atticus still hasn't fully gotten his own answer.
A voice from the above spoke to a man.
An important thing will happen to you. Outside his retreat room, people are chopping down trees from the forest, slicing the wood into planks, and then fashioning sticks and joints from the planks. The outline of the ship has already taken shape. They're making a ship? Thus, he spends his life waiting for a miracle, until death arrives and nothing has happened. A ship signifies the start of a journey. It carries people and goods across waters. It discovers new worlds. People call out, communicating with one another, choosing a direction. When the man lay sick in bed, he cried up to the voice from above, asking, "When will all that you have promised finally arrive?" Pushing, pushing, and then more pushing. Clear grooves are left in the sand. Hello, who is it? Come in. Please come in. A figure appears at the entrance of the retreat room. He walks over to the desk and places down a dinner tray, but does not sit down.
Well, that's outstanding.
It's strange that you actually feel like talking. They are not on friendly terms, with two tense attitude resembling a bristled tomcat. Wow. Atticus lowers his head and flips through the pages, then uses his crown to hold down the book before looking up at him. This has nothing to do with my personal feelings. You must have something to say since you came here specifically. That being the case, you might as well just ask. The ship has already set sail. Wait! Did it suddenly just grow up? Oh, I did not notice that. What the fuck? How long has he been withdrawn? What the fuck? Many people are on that ship. People we know. People who watched us grow up. The cook, the accountant, the errata operator, Sophia's father, and 6. They're all on the ship. Oh. For a small island that has so far managed to avoid the emanation, exploring into the storm undoubtedly requires immense courage. This is destined to be a great journey where people confirm and reconfirm their hypotheses, staking their lives for the opportunity to discover new horizons and search for the truth. Sophia already told me that the ship was completed. I can't believe he's been in this cave for that long. That's crazy. The windowless and narrow-doored retreat is cut off from the outside world, and it seems this fervent exploration movement hasn't affected any of Atticus's plans. Yeah, I'm assuming this is when they go meet Greta Hoffman, and then everything goes from there. He never stepped out to see the new beginnings, as if the island's achievements had nothing to do with him. Piles of books have been shifted around, spreading outward, while new books are placed closer to his inner circle, like ripples from a droplet of water on the surface of a lake. Aren't you going to see them off? I am still in retreat. How long is this retreat supposed to last, dude? You went through puberty. You never intend to fulfill your duties. Perhaps it's the predetermination of fate that sets you apart. Or maybe it's the brilliance of another 6 that makes you feel so inferior. Did he just become a recluse because he doesn't want to become the next leader? The accumulated resentment between them further sharpens his words. Jesus Christ. The young man has followed his aspirations, which developed reverence, and then he comes into contact with envy, resignation, suspicion, and resentment. He starts to question himself and, silently, fate itself. I can't help but wonder if you're truly capable of doing the job of a 6. Your respect for 6, Alma, has blinded you. Oh.
I think otherwise.
Your questioning doesn't come from the heart. Emotions are clouding your judgment. The pages of the book turn to a new chapter, and a familiar fable jumps out. 6 is only a number.
Therefore,
You should listen more to what 37 says. The number is significantly overestimated by the public. A fable that tells a familiar story. This is the 3rd time Atticus has read it today. This topic should end now. You've delivered your message. Now we should get back to our respective work. Go back, 210. I don't want to argue with you. That crown of his is infuriating. Oh my god. My friend, what book are you reading? What kind of work has touched your heart, making you so obsessed with it that you neglect friends and family? His actions contradict his modest tone. He reaches out and decisively pulls out the book that has been the subject of his undue attention. Jesus Christ, 210, leave him alone. 210's breathing becomes deep and slow, his heart bubbling like a flatbread on the stove. It's a picture book, the voice from above. It's so familiar, so ordinary. Every child on the island has heard the story at some point or another.
Meaning?
Is this what you've been busy with? Reading these children's books? Not only those, but indeed them as well. Atticus... Excuse me. Atticus speaks calmly, as if stating something that is a matter of course. A children's fable? In anger, 210 leans forward, clenches his fist, and presses it on the table. It seems the curse of being 6 has driven you mad. The wisdom and talent destined for you have given you the audacity to squander them. Yet, no matter what, you will become a 6, and you will receive all the gifts that come with that crown. Damn, someone's jelly and... Damn. You value your kin less than a children's fable. You see your friendly neighbors as vague others. A blessing bestowed upon the least deserving person. Oh my god. 210's voice chokes in his throat, then with a snort, sizzles out like a flame in water. Yeah, right. Grape jelly. This guy. Your head lacks wisdom and your heart lacks compassion. He stands straight, palms covering his eyes, hiding his expression.
I can see that you will be the reason why we stagnate in seeking the truth.
Wow! Progress is a relative. Atticus lifts his head from the book and his blue eyes are widened. Is it then? Well, let me ask you, my friend. If the wisdom we seek leads us to our own destruction, what would you choose? What do you mean? Are you suggesting that our decision to explore beyond the island is wrong?
No.
I didn't mean that. The misalignment in the conversation leads to misunderstanding, and 210's anger almost becomes tangible and touchable. I'm just thinking. No, forget I said anything. Does he know already? Their resentment towards one another boils past reconciliation. Fine, stick to your perspective then. 210's departing footsteps intermingle with Atticus's calm narration, eventually merging into the sound of the wooden doors slamming shut. Right? It sounds like he's already here and he knows. So that question he asked was kind of like, ooh, foreshadowing much? After 210 left in anger, I heard the shouts of people as the ship set sail. This debate wasn't planned. It inevitably disrupted the balance, like dropping a pinch of dust on one side of the scale. Every pinch wasn't very heavy. Even a breath could blow it away, but bit by bit, they still made their impact. And the balance began to tilt. Oh. He's thinking. Wait, this is a good photo right here. The retreat is no place for such arguments. From now on. I should not engage in casual conversations. That's funny. He's like, people keep fucking bothering me with these arguments and shit. I am not fond of talking. Since a virtue adhered to by many members of this silence is a virtue adhered to by many members of the school. That's funny. He's like, I don't like talking. Please don't talk to me. He's so introverted. Oh my god. But it prolonged solitude. I learned to converse with myself. Language, when devoid of other listeners, diminishes in impact, but accelerates self-reflection. I too talk to myself a lot. I finished these books. Later, I'll tell the coordinator about the new book list. I reach out, pulling out a new book from the bottom of the pile. A scroll, moved by my sleeve, slips from the gap in the book spine and falls to the floor. Oh, we're finally in his perspective now. His point of view. It's a poem I know well, one I used to recite silently during those days of reticence. The Golden Verses. There are people that don't talk to themselves? What? What about the voice in their head? Do people really not talk to themselves? Like, at least in their head? You know, like, how do you, like, problem solve or think through things, you know? I don't know, like, that can't be. Maybe not out loud, because maybe some people aren't, like, weird. And they don't talk to themselves out loud, but surely in their head. How is that possible? Some people don't have an inner voice? What? Wait, how do you know though? But like, how, like, do we just go off people's words? I mean, because they could just be lying, or they don't realize. Really? Some people just don't have an internal monologue, or they can't imagine pictures. That's so weird. I didn't know that. That has to be a minority of people then, like a very small percentage of people. Like, that's weird. Like, how do you process information? Or do people just not process for information? I mean, I know people can be kind of dumb, but like, what the hell? I would think, like, somebody's gotta be lying. Like, come on. Pythagoras' most famous collection of sayings. Its chronicler is unknown, but the content of the verses is timeless. To think deeply, to restrain oneself, to pursue the treasures of the mind and soul, to respect the gods and the supreme, to honor the daemons and inhabitants of the elements, to rise above lower worldly natures. I first heard this poem from Alma. At that time, she wasn't yet a 6, and she went by her own name. And I was young, so young that I needed an elder to read me those lengthy verses.
Alma.
Oh, it's even baby Erraticus. That's so cute. Aunt Alma, I don't understand. He's always had those droopy eyes. This part here says, fate is like a huge millstone on which mortals roll back and forth, enduring endless suffering. Do we really have to be like this? Is fate such a bad thing?
Alma.
Huh. Oh! We actually get to see his aunt in the last 6? Damn! Yeah, they all look the same. What the hell? Alma moves the book away from her face, yawning under the gazebo.
Why are you not asleep yet?
Boy, curious. If you ask me, this weather's just perfect for a nap under the grapevines. Alma closes her eyes again, ignoring the verses in my hand. In reality, she's never good with kids. Wow. She takes care of me in place of my mother. For her, it is just another responsibility she has to undertake. Right? The 6 gene is really strong. Like, it's so weird. It's almost like, it reminds me of like royalty, like medieval royalty, where like, or in just some like fantasy novels or stories where like the royal family has like this certain traits and they're only part of the royal family if they have that trait. Like, I don't know, like silver hair or you know, certain color eyes or something. I don't know. I read a lot of fantasy web comics. Like fantasy romance, but like, you know, like set in a time period, like not modern, but you know what I mean. And my mother has more important matters, the responsibilities of a 6. One day, that responsibility will also belong to me.
Atticus.
Why don't you come over here and take a nap? Thinking about fate isn't something a child your age should be preoccupied with. But I want to know. I am eager to ask my question, but Alma just shakes her head. She's like, I don't want to be bothered by this. Let's take a nap. She's the lazy sister. Right? Sometimes the gene of the other parents barely did anything to pass it down. Yeah, that's true. It's funny. Yeah, that would make, because sometimes like they're just stronger genes. Because even like in real life and like with people in general, like sometimes the kid looks just like one parent and they get all that one parent's genes. It's crazy, right? Almost so chill. Oh yes, you're a good child. You've heard much talk from people about 6's, fate, truth, the revelation, and other such grand topics. But if you stay fixated on those abstract concepts, the happiness that's right in front of you will slip away. Alma takes the verses out of her hands and pats me on the back.
Atticus.
Come, lie down here. It's a beautiful day, and these grapes are just too ripe. I know you're still thinking about the exhortations and the golden verses. Very few people know how to escape their own misfortune, for they have not yet seen their own fate. But this sunlight, the sound of the wind, and these naps are just as much as part of who we are. Let's lie here together, savoring these rare, precious moments. Alma places the golden verses on her face and drifts back to sleep. She has always been a humorous and lighthearted person, standing out like a glass bead among pebbles on this island of strict rules. And I am a solitary and precocious child, prematurely subjected to the burdensome weight of responsibility. Only around Alma did I feel any relief. Lie down, huh? You know, I feel like in anime, it's very, like, tipped and biased that they usually make the child look like the parent of relevance, just so you can know they are, like, parent and child. So I feel like that's what they do in animes. Because, like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like 6's father was not important because, like, we didn't really hear about him. But, I mean, sorry, I'm talking about 37. 37's mother was super important. Like, she did a bunch of things, right, for the island. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna make them look similar. So you know, you can tell that they're parent and child. Plot purposes, guys. Wait, did I just miss that dialogue? I hear the birds singing, the wind whispering, the distant sound of waves crashing against the shore. I have read many profound books, memorized many ancient maxims, and dealt with many complex calculations. But it was Alma that provided me with the golden verses, with a page filled with bright annotations. It is a perfect, comfortable warmth, a moment of tranquility that brings no anxiety. Like the waves that occasionally lap my toes at the edge of the island, gently approaching and then retreating, providing a cool sensation that brings joy to a stroll along the beach. She was like that. So I leave my sheltered home, tread on the soft sand, and experience the understanding she spoke of. Experienced what others call playtime. Aww, be a kid, be a child. The sand is moist, the sea breeze is salty, my clothes feel heavy, and my skin is clammy with droplets of moisture. The vast sea always by my side, with waves lapping against the shore, yet they never soaked me fully. Oh? What is this?
No.
Darkness itself isn't to be feared. There's no danger in it. Those imaginary monsters only exist in the minds of children who can't distinguish fantasy from reality.
I'm not like them.
I'm not that sort of child, right? Oh? Darkness itself. Wait. Oh, we battling? Oh, okay. This is the...
My duty lies with you.
6th trial, so you can pull for him. Oh boy. Okay. I guess we'll try buffing and debuffing. What the hell?
The moment of silence.
Hey, the powder. Welcome.
The moment of utterance until the torch is lit.
Oh.
Learn from silence.
Oh, that's cool. Wait. You're not weak against me. What? I'm supposed to win this. Oh, wait, they're barely doing any they're doing no damage to me. That's kind of funny, actually. Okay. Oh, I need 6 Eureka. don't have 6 Eureka. Why am I'm so poisoned. How do I raise my Eureka? Oh, this one will do it. What does this do? I don't know.
The moment,
Spend the
the
Eureka?
moment of utterance. We walk in long nights.
I don't know how to use him.
Benefit from reading.
Okay, you raise Eureka by using 6's card. 6 buff purifies debuff. Oh, okay. Wait, now I have enough for Eureka. There we go. I am not an old player in this game. I feel like I'm still kind of a new player. Like, I only started like, oh, maybe I've almost been playing a year, guys. Because I think I started like last November or December. So it's almost been a year since I've been playing.
Time for tongues to speak of
I
truth.
feel like I haven't not been playing this game that long though. I feel like I'm still very behind. What the hell? I've been playing a year and I'm still not caught up. What the fuck? Wait, so the ult is strong with 6 Eureka, but still good without Eureka? Oh, okay.
The moment of utterance.
Let's try it.
The scale of your soul has tilted.
Whoa!
The balance needs to be
Wait,
restored.
what the heck? That's crazy. I like how he has like a, is that like a D20
Learn from silence.
in his attacks and stuff? Oh shit. Okay. Wait, I still have his ultimate?
The moment of silence. Time for tongues to speak of truth. Learn from silence. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
That's cool. Oh my god, I was almost dead! What the hell? Stupid
Time for
rat.
ears to listen. The moment of
Die.
utterance. We walk in long nights.
God.
Benefit from reading.
There we go.
Victory secured. I should excuse myself.
Is it worth going for side tube stages? Like putting your... What's RSS on that? I don't know what that means. I would think you should go after as many side tubes as you can. So you don't have to like... Are you talking about going... Are you talking about doing like the resource battle? Yeah, the powder on Twitch is asking about side tubes. I mean, I do them every day because it's like part of the dailies. So then I can collect the little... The stuff you can buy from the shop. You use to buy in the shop. Because you never know when you need a side tube. Oh, spending stamina on it? Yeah, I would think so. Because it, you can... It's part of like... It's like one of the dailies, I believe. To do the side tube stage. To collect those little orb thingies, right? Then you can use them in the shop. And then you can buy more side tubes for your characters. Okay, so we just have to battle once. Okay, interesting. So if you want a crap ton of dust, if you have a crap ton of dust and Sharpodont, how do you even say the money? Sharpodontes, feel free to waste your stamina on the side tube stages. I do them regardless. In my opinion, like I do them regardless. I feel like I never have enough dust or Sharpo, the money. I always have to do those stages to like, what do you call it? To level up my characters. But honestly, I have so much stamina that like, I never have a problem. Like, I have so much of the candy. I've never run out of candy. So, I don't know, maybe I don't play enough or something, but I never run out of candy, so I always have like stamina ready. Maybe I just don't play. Maybe I don't like run through enough. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like have issue having candy, so I don't know. I have a shit ton all the time, and I'm always like overfilled. But then again, my characters are not maxed out by any means, but I like slowly do it. So you get currency to buy stuff on the side tube shop, and any lower tier side tubes can be converted to materials to level up your higher tier side tubes. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can convert the lower ones. That's cool. But yeah, I still do those side tube stages every day, like part of the dailies, just so I like rack up the currency. Cause like when if you miss the event or whatever to get the side tube for a certain character, they end up putting it in the shop. So I want to be ready to buy whatever side tube I want. Yeah, no problem. That's my opinion. And then people from the YouTube chat are also like chiming in too. So thanks to them for their opinions and advice. At the end of the week, you always have to go and use up all your candy. Yeah, right? Well, like, I didn't realize it all automatically converts if you don't use them, like, before they expire. It automatically, like, adds it to your pool. So, I was doing that too manually. I was like, oh no, my candies are expiring. But then, like, I missed it one time, and I'm like, oh, it automatically added it. So, you're not really wasting the candy, thank God. Oh, wait. So on the side tubes section of the warehouse, on the bottom left, there's a button to convert your lower tier side tubes. Oh, okay. I need to check that out. Alright, Alma, I'm back. I had spent too much time playing. Too busy battling. So much so that I forgot fate is like a stone rolling down a high mountain, and eventually it rolls over all of us. 6, the original perfect number, a symbol of completeness and harmony. When it manifests in the soul, the revelation from the above is bestowed. A 6 possesses a supreme wisdom, pioneering vision, and just balance. They are perfect in every way, like a beacon leading the faithful forward. But only afterward did I realize what it truly meant. Alma? She doesn't respond to my call or stir at all. She's sleeping. Looking back now, my innate sensitivity as a child picked up on those anomalies long before my own wisdom did. Suddenly, feeling fear, I stopped asking questions, merely holding my breath and cautiously shifting my feet forward. Aunt Alma's back is close, and the moonlight casts a gentle glow on her fine blonde hair. So if you're at max stamina, the beyond you already kept, any excess stamina is put into the mail. Oh yeah. Yeah, I never really maxed. I think I've maxed it like once. That's it. The max is capped around 1200. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I play enough to like use up my stamina. I rarely go past the max. I think I usually get close to it, but like I never really pass it. But yeah, it's nice that they don't actually waste your stamina in this game. Like, they actually give it back to you if you don't use it in a timely manner, which I like. It's nice.
Alma.
Ah, look at that. I didn't even notice you were back. She fell asleep this whole time. Waves roll in again, sweeping over my feet. It's nighttime. I called out to you many times, but you didn't respond. She's a deep sleeper. Is that so? Alma's voice is soft. Her hands warm, turning hot. She wraps her arms around my shoulders, drawing my stiff body into her embrace. The sea rises, climbing up to my shins. I was sorting my thoughts. Sorry, I didn't hear you at all. Until just now, my mind was a mess, but I'm thinking more clearly now. I figured it out. She combs my hair, whipping off the sweat I had built from running, and straightens my collar.
Poor child.
You're all sweaty, and there are rat scratches on the hem of your shirt. You must have run into those little monsters. Don't be afraid, child. Pray to the gods for what you're about to do, and pray that all goes well. I feel it, the dampness reaching up to my chin. Who are you, huh? The question I find lodged in my throat is choking me so much I can barely breathe.
Alma.
Has something happened here? Eh?
Hey!
Alma and Atticus, come with me. The man's shout suddenly rings out. He just ran past, through the alleys and streets, past the Hall of Peron. His sweat-slicked skin shimmers under the moonlight like a soldier bearing bad news, like the storybooks of old. We need to hurry, faster, or it'll be too late. Uh-oh, what's happening? No, it's already too late.
Huh.
The revelation has come. It means she, my sister, has returned to the truth. So, his mom just died and she suddenly just had her revelation, so she knows she suddenly became 6? Oh, that's so weird. The knock of wisdom arrives before me, entering my mind and allowing me to see everything. Alma pulls the man's hand from my arm. Her voice is calm, her face sorrowful. She turns her head slightly and hugs me tighter.
Atticus.
Just, oh, my poor child.
Poor child.
Alma became 6 that day. A complete number, a perfect person, and an outstanding leader. But 6 was not Alma, not any longer. Let go of me. I wrench her hand away and run desperately, trying to escape the suffocating tide. Until the choking waves overwhelm me, and I find myself back on the beach, unconsciously reciting the golden verses. My fear originates from it, yet when I feel uncertain, I still return here, like a child who can't imagine staying too far from home. Pray to the gods for what you're about to do. Oh. That's weird. That's really creepy. Through a blur, the silhouette of the new 6 emerges. Complete, wise, her words clear and impeccable like the ancient maxims. Pray to the gods for what you're about to do, and pray that all goes well. Once familiar with this practice, you will understand the constitution of both eternal gods and mortal men. You will know the extent of all things, the boundaries of their eternity, and what connects them together. You will see, as you should, that the nature of the universe flows in all things alike. Thus, you will not hope for what is beyond your reach, and you will not be deceived. I cannot think any further. My initial doubts are blocking my thoughts. Revelation. Is this the revelation that falls upon us 6? The sea completely engulfs my head, the suffocation reminding me that I have lost someone dear to me forever. And this is the blessing from above. What the hell? For a long time afterward, I could not sleep in peace. I would often sneak down to the beach, listening to the waves until exhaustion at last closed my eyes. In a daze, a voice of wisdom would say, "Don't fear, child. Remember that the grace of the gods is given in the form of disaster, and endure it patiently. Such is fate. Do not complain." That's brutal for a child, though. I vaguely realized something, and I opened my eyes to see the silent boulder high on the mountain overlooking the island. One day it will crush me, just as it has crushed Alma. Oh, my God, the metaphors. So I cover my ears and bend down. From then on, I no longer gaze at the boulder on the mountain nor look at the teetering bottle on the table. Until much later, when I have a brief conversation with a girl named Sophia. Wow! That's crazy. I kind of feel bad for 6. Damn. Poor man. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna take another break. I need to get more tea. There's so much reading. My throat is like not having it. Oh wait, what did I get? Oh, look at that. I get some teardrops. Okay, BRB, I'll be back real quick with some more tea. Okay, I am back. Some more tea. Man, these character stories are a little rough on the throat. I can't even talk anymore. Rough on the throat. But okay, we're gonna get through this. I feel like we're almost done, so I'm gonna stick to it. Whew. Okay. Let's continue. Since then, I've distanced myself from my friends. So even if I end up like Alma, they won't feel sad for me. What? That's so sad! Until I was a teenager, I walked alone in silence and doubt. Does knowledge transform us from caterpillars into butterflies? Or is it like snakes shedding their skins? After becoming a 6, are we changed or discarded? Or is it both? This is a long beach, and it happens to be right along the edge of the sea. I am placed here, searching for answers to my questions. Those were trying days. Some more battling. Okay.
My duty lies with you. The moment of silence, the moment of utterance, we walk in long nights. Not nearly as bad as headaches. The moment of silence, the moment of utterance, we walk in long nights. Benefit from reading. Stay balanced.
Yo.
Time for tongues to speak of truth. The moment of silence. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored. Learn from silence.
You don't do anything to me, you overgrown
The moment
cat.
of utterance, the moment of silence, until the torch is lit. Learn from silence.
What? Is he battling his inner self? That's funny. Oh my god. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, I'm out of Eureka. Or Euphoria? What is it called? Eureka.
Time for ear, the moment of silence. We walk in long nights. Benefit from reading.
Ah, there we go.
Time for tongues to speak of truth. The moment of utterance. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored. Benefit from reading.
God. Come on. Do more damage.
Benefit from reading. The scale of your soul has
He's
tilted.
using it against
The
me.
balance needs to be
What the fuck?
restored.
I find this bullshit that I am battling against the same character. Oh shit, I get 2.
Time for ears to listen. The moment of utterance. We walk in long nights. Benefit from reading. We walk in long nights. Time for tongues to speak of truth. The moment of time for ears to listen. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored. We walk in long nights. Learn from silence.
My god, this battle's taking so long.
Benefit from reading. The scale of your soul has tilted.
Can you
The
not?
balance needs to be restored. The moment of silence. Time for ears to listen. The moment of utterance. Time for ears to listen. The moment of silence. Until the torch is lit. Benefit from reading. We walk in long nights. We walk in long nights.
At least, like, I'm getting healed.
Time for tongues to speak of
That's kinda
truth.
nice.
Time for ears to listen.
So I won't actually
The scale
die.
of your soul
but it's
has
just taking me a long time
tilted.
to kill this
The
guy.
balance
Or
needs to
just
be
kill
restored.
myself. Battling against myself.
We walk in long nights. Learn from silence.
God. Oh my god, thank you. They're like, haha, you're taking too long to kill.
Victory secured. I should excuse myself.
Are you here to collect your sand again today?
Yes.
The fine sand here is ideal for polishing lenses. My father's eyeglasses are just about ready. Wait, didn't we already go through the scene? Sophia's a hardworking girl. She is always ready to change, to become a better version of herself. Oh, it's the same scene, but like it's from 6's point of view now. Before it was from Sophia's. She knows nothing of her future fate and therefore has no fear. Her core is so firm. Her steps are so sure. It's unenviable. Perhaps that's one of the reasons I asked her that question. Why do you choose to struggle so much against the path of fate? I didn't really expect an answer from her. It was just spontaneous curiosity. We are entirely different people. Even if she gave her reasons, they wouldn't help me. Not really. Because I have exhausted every possibility and sought every line of reasoning. My question is unsolvable. Sophia remains silent, wanting to say something but hesitating. She twists the ends of her hair, avoiding my eyes. I have to do something, anything. That's a peculiar answer. Without any reason, any logic, just do something. So I am left puzzled again. But preparing for what must come is better than doing nothing at all.
Ah, by the way.
Right, the glass bottle, like the one on the table. She flusteredly tries to give an example, inventing a glass bottle that is bound to break, then surrounding it with a cloth. This way, even if the bottle still breaks, we can pick up the pieces more easily. It's a practical explanation, pragmatic and devoid of abstraction. This is her answer to fate, the total opposite of mine.
Thank you for the long talk, Sophia.
Aww, that kind of helped him out. A new path is carved out between the waters. Stories of fighting against fate are often not all that heart-stirring. In this story, there is no shepherd, no messenger, no sphinx. No head is severed by a sword, no one is born or dies because of it, nor can it be told to others. What I face is the revelation. It is an unseen enemy. It is described as supreme wisdom, the voice from above. It perpetuates in 6's, urging them to fulfill the mission as leaders. It's not a changeable bottle. I can't lay a soft cloth to catch the pieces of a soul. But her first words inspire me. Not everything needs a complete reason. One must do something, whatever it is. It's better than just waiting. Yeah, doing something is better than nothing, even if it's just little. Like that could pertain to anything too. Like anything little, like simple shit. Like, say like you're bad at brushing your teeth. You know, doing something is better than nothing. So even brushing it like quickly or lightly, just a bit, even like 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, 30 seconds, you know, whatever you can even do, you know, is better than nothing. It's better than not doing it at all. Drinking a little bit of water is better than nothing. Just something is better than nothing. So is it feasible to fight knowledge with knowledge? Remove the picture book, and the other books in front of me are still more than enough to fill this modest space. If the revelation is the wisdom destined to completely fill a person, perhaps I can do a little preparation work. It's like filling the bottle with stones beforehand so that it won't be easily knocked over. Oh, yeah, that's good. Like preparation. Euclid's Elements. In school, it's considered the most basic text, but I dare not say I truly understand it. It is in the simplest of readings that the deepest wisdom is found. This is a suitable beginning. Everyone has their own soul number. I am not the one chasing truth across the beach. 210 and 37 are extremely intelligent children, but most importantly, they have a boundless desire for truth. They build ships, make oars, and sail with gusto into the sea, tirelessly navigating the currents, undaunted by the waves crashing against the hull. While I am the silent reef on the shore, waiting for the day that fate will knock me down, filling the trenches of the seabed. Can I withstand that transcendent force? Can I overcome its overwhelming will? It seems almost impossible. But regardless, I will make my preparations. Right? He's studying for divine wisdom. Like, I mean, he's preparing to take it all. Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, kudos to him. I sit at the table talking to myself. Like, he's getting ready for it. He's getting ready to be hit with all this divine wisdom. Because he knows it's going to come. I start by opening the first book. It's so heavy that its pages seem light. Introductio in Analysin Infinitorum. No, I must have missed something before it. I'm not going to even attempt to say that. This is a language I don't understand. Is that like French? Oh, yes, this is it. This is the optimal solution. I remember the previous book mentioned it. Looking back, I was happy in the early stages of my retreat. Knowledge gradually fills me. I stroll along the coast, picking up shells at my feet, putting them in my pocket, and then continuing on my way. I start to think more about higher, loftier issues than the direction I'm heading. It is an enlightening salvation, an immersive feeling. I'm certain that the real solution to the problem is right in front of me. With its help, I can finally stop wandering on that dark, damp shore every day. My body feels light enough to reach the clouds in the sky. Now the gods have sent me here to suffer more misfortune. My sorrows are not yet over, and the gods will send endless calamities.
Therefore,
the horse hasn't been brought yet. She stands there. Goodbye has already been said, and there's nothing more to say to each other. Just like studying with him. People who talk about themselves a lot are often just trying to hide their true nature. Okay. Interesting. I see what lies behind the words. Knowledge flows from the minds of those who came before to the tips of their pens, then is inked across pages, bound into books, and preserved for the future. This is much like the fate of 6, only that I inherit wisdom from others in a different way. When you gaze at it, it no longer has a complete form. Wisdom is a name forcibly given. It is actually a collection of the complex thoughts of the human species. I drink merrily with mountain thieves. I voyage with heroes. I invite the wise to my side and debate with them. I read from books as if I was peering into the thoughts of someone else's mind. He's going on many adventures in these books. Gradually holding these thoughts in my palm, I realize that, however complex their curves may be, they only have two ends. At one end is life, and at the other is death. Because this is the fate of man. We are like hemp on a spindle, a finite collection despite all our variations. The world is destined for strife, misfortune, and calamity. The good are not always rewarded for their virtues, nor are the wicked always punished for their sins. In the end, everything just happens, as purposeless as the pebbles washed up on a beach. Is this all there is? That night was darker than usual. Even the shimmering sea was engulfed by the inky blackness. I felt the sand under my feet slipping away, and I, in my totality, started to float away with it. All color faded, and I was suspended in an empty black space. That day, Alma wanted to see me. I closed the nothingness of being and left my room for the first time after a long retreat. I returned to the roofed home and climbed up the slope away from the sea's embrace. Yeah, this is crazy. I do agree. Like, chapter 5, I feel like 6 barely had much. Like, barely had an appearance even. And then even in into chapter 7, like, he had more in chapter 7 than I feel like the chapter he was introduced in. And then this character story, holy shit, it's like giving a crazy insight to him. Especially his past too, and it's just wild. But I guess that's the point of the character stories, huh? They like give way deeper insight and like more lore and background for the character. Because it's not like they do character stories for every character, right? Just like some main ones. So like it's crazy. I guess because they don't give them enough screen time or whatever in the main story. So they're like, okay, this character is very complex and we need y'all to know it. So we're just gonna give them a character story to explain all of what we can't do in the main story. It's wild. It gives you a different perspective of them. Because like this really painted 6 as much more complex than you kind of see in the main story. It's even after like chapter 7, even like getting to that point. The new patch gacha characters get screen time, but then do they have character stories then? So maybe like if they're able to like explain their story and lore more in the main story, then a character story is not needed. The 1 and non-6 stars get anecdotes, which characters may also get. That's true. Yeah, I guess if they just really like want to expand on the character, they give them anecdotes also. I mean, wait, are anecdotes equivalent to character stories? Kind of? Like it's the non-6 stars version of character story? Because I haven't done any anecdotes yet. I know I keep telling you guys I need to do them. I think eventually when I finally catch up with the main story, then I'll probably go back and do all the anecdotes. Basically, yeah, the anecdotes are shorter. That would make sense, considering the anecdotes are more for like the non-6-star characters. So they're not as maybe the characters aren't as complex or they don't want to expand as much on them since they're not, for lack of a better word, not as important. Not as sellable. Don't forget, because I think the character stories are also to help to sell the character too, since you do get to trial them. So you use them and they're like, oh, okay, let me pull for the character. Oh damn, Oliver Fogg's anecdote made you crying? Damn, okay. Yeah, some of them are gold. That makes sense. It's just like they write the characters well, but not like they don't have room to turn them into a 6-star. So interesting. Yeah, we'll go back and definitely do them, guys. Just bear with me. There's just so much content in this game I still have to get through. So yeah. All right, Alma grabs my hand. She's heard of my recent struggles and worries that I am falling into the void of knowledge. I guess every word before she speaks. 6's wisdom, the ancient maxims, the advice of the golden verses. I've heard them all endlessly. I don't blame her. This is the 6's duty, her destiny. I brush her hand away and return to my own battlefield. Even if knowledge leads to void, I need to use it to confront the unknown revelation. Someone stops me. It's 2:10. I hear him speak with intense emotion about the revelation. The revelation is a curse, my friend. I shouldn't have answered, for this is not his fate. He always tries to meddle in matters far beyond his abilities, I agree, which only brings disaster upon himself and others. Cautious Daedalus and proud Icarus both fitted themselves with wings and attempted to fly over the sea. The former landed safely at a low altitude, while the latter flew too close to the sun, only to fall from the sky under its wax-melting heat. It's not hard to see the one he more closely resembles. Damn! Someone enters my retreat. It's 37. She's always curious, always puzzling and questioning. Fortunately, she has always firmly believed she's right. Sorry, 37. I can't help you with this right now. In truth, I can answer her. My own questions earlier were as much or more profound than hers. And perhaps I could offer many wise answers, but they might do her more harm than good. The sea nymph Thetis dipped her son Achilles in the river Styx, granting him immortality. To keep her baby from being swept away by the strong current, the mother held onto him by the heel. Her love made Achilles' heel has one fatal weakness. Wow. It's not hard to see where 37's own weakness lies. At the very least, I shouldn't reveal them prematurely. Damn. I close the door again and sit in silence. I like how we're getting 6's point of view for each of these little interactions. Because before we had the other character's point of view. And who am I? To which fable do I belong? Yes, I know that too. Oedipus went through his struggles and met his prophesied doom. Thus, the perfect tragedy came into being. Everything is crystal clear. Now I know it all. But what do I do next? Ho ho. I mean, he's the main character in his own story, so if he wants to be Oedipus, then he's gonna be whoever he relates to, you know. Since the night my mother passed away, I haven't set foot in the cemetery where she is buried. Oh man, dude's traumatized. It's truly unsettling that when fate presents itself in such a tangible form. It's a pretty nice cemetery. Like, I would not have expected that as the cemetery on Math Island. But then, on a whim, I decided to go there. Oh, man. A bad wolf. Oedipus is mainly known for having had intercourse with his mother. Man, his mom is dead, okay? Like, I'm sure he's not talking about that part. Okay? He's talking about, like, the tragic parts of, like, the main character parts of these characters. So, oh my god. Just stop. It was like receiving a revelation. Alma. She ought to be busy preparing for the voyage, but here she is, standing silently on the grass like a living tombstone. You know, I don't know. I feel like she knew she was gonna probably die soon. Some people just have a feeling. When she sees me, she isn't surprised, as if she'd already known what fate had planned.
Atticus.
My child, your timing is perfect. I know you've always harbored doubts, and our shared bloodline has only added to this divide. You've tried to counter the revelation with knowledge, but it only leads you further into confusion. You get lost in a maze of thoughts and fears, unable to find the red thread of escape. I've heard this before, Alma. She smiles, shaking her head, and pulls out a hardcover book. I think you're going to need this. Good afternoon, child. I hear her footsteps fade away beyond the trees like a dewdrop sliding off a leap. Lowering my head, I see the name of the book. The Voice from Above. Oh. It's a children's picture book, familiar to every child on the island. It has been endlessly discussed and even argued over. The story is vivid and clear in my mind without even seeing the pages.
A voice from the above spoke to a man.
An important thing will happen to you. Thus he spends his life waiting for a miracle. Until death arrives and nothing has happened. When the man lay sick in bed, he cried up to the voice from above, asking, when will all that you have promised finally arrive? The voice from above said, I gave you countless opportunities to work miracles, but you missed them all. Because you thought you knew your fate, you took no action. In the end, you achieved nothing. Oh my god, now it sounds familiar. I used to despise the story because it dressed the will of the heavens as a kind of desirable benefit and said nothing about the cruelty of fate. But stripping away all misunderstandings, its message is simple. Do not wait. You must take destiny into your own hands. This is something I've long known and acted by. What else is there in this book that I had missed, that I needed? Before I realized it, I found I had walked to the beach, and it was already dark. Oh gosh. Gonna battle again? Yep. My god, we're gonna battle ourselves again?
To what end
Of
is
course.
strife perpetrated?
Wow, there's a lot of self-battling in this. Oh my god. A lot of like, oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. It's annoying, but okay.
Moment of silence.
I mean, we all do it. We all
long nights.
internally battle ourselves in our
Benefit
heads,
from
right?
reading. We walk in long nights. Well, interesting. They're giving me like The moment of utterance, the moment of silence. Time for tongues to speak of truth. Learn from silence. Until the torch
at
is
least
lit.
it's a little easier. Well, wait, does he have 3 phases?
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Oh god. At least he's dying a little easier this time.
The moment of utterance, the moment of silence, until the torch is lit. Benefit from reading. Learn from silence. Time for tongues to speak of
Why? So many buffs. You know what? Thank you. It's a little better.
Time for tongues to speak of truth. The moment of utterance, the moment of silence. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Huh.
Therefore, I beg your pardon. Benefit from reading. Until the torch is lit.
Woo!
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored. Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Thank God it's
A
you and me.
moment, time for ears to listen. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Victory secured. I should
That night the wind was gentle. I stand on the beach, watching the night turn to dawn, the rays of golden light rising over the sea. Waves crashing forward, halting at my toes. I think of Alma, of those brief, not so lonely days that followed. The metal on my forehead is cool to the touch. A gift from Sophia in 37, and apparently with some contribution from 210. Sophia? Well, she stands on the shore, hesitant, perhaps looking for wood to make a small boat to follow in their wake. They appear as graceful, gently curving lines. I understand it now. I see it. People's destinies spread out like long trails on the beach. But that's all. I don't understand their feelings, their situations, or the circumstances under which they made their choices. I only know, but I don't understand it, just like my own fate. Suddenly, I feel the humidity of the ocean heavy on my eyes. My vision blurs and the sea's horizon grows distant. It sparkles gently under the rays of the sun. Ah. A peak of gray-blue waves lifting it up white foam stirs the deep blue beneath. The tides and currents of the sea are constant. I stumble, my toes stepping into the waves. The icy cold washes away all knowledge and words associated with it. Yes, this is what I'm missing. Knowing is not understanding. Seeing is not experiencing. Nothing I thought I knew was more real than the cold water lapping my toes. Until that revelation truly arrives, I can never claim to have understood fate. I close the picture book in my hands, feeling its gritty cover and solid texture.
I see.
Then I don't need any other books. Oh! The days that follow are calm. The believers seeking truth and knowledge sail out to explore a world of constantly changing phenomena. But the ship's return is far later than expected.
No.
Impossible. They are already well past the maximum deviation possible. They must return today. As long as they are alive and on the ship, there's no way they cannot be headed back. They wait day and night by the coast, eagerly anticipating the return of their leader and the ship. Soon, they grow increasingly panicked.
Hey!
Look, that's the ship! Until one person shouts excitedly, jumping high with the joyful news.
Excellent!
I knew it. I knew they were all right.
Great!
I'm so glad. The ship returns from its voyage along its planned route with no deviation in angle or speed. People run to the coast, waiting to welcome new insights from the outside world, believing these unprecedented ideas will illuminate the path of truth. Dad! Among them is Atticus's dear friend. Oh no. Wait, who's Atticus's friend? The emanation descends upon them. Everyone is calling out. Everyone is in an uproar. They scream, cry, and fall to the sandy ground. The ominous noise even reaches the roof room. Ignoring his trembling fingers, Atticus takes the book and opens it on the table. Oh, Sophia's Atticus's friend. But they said she was on the boat. She wasn't on the boat. Oh no, is he getting the revelation now because Alma's about to die? Regardless of the worst outcome, this is what he had planned to do.
A voice from the above spoke to a man.
Oh. Oops.
An important thing will happen to you. What will it be? The man asked. You will gain wealth. You will gain fame. You will walk in the garden of wisdom and happiness. The voice answered.
No shit. The reading voice stops, his fingers lingering on the page. At the same time, a geometric shape washes ashore. No! It's a beautiful tetrahedron, brilliant with a golden hue like Alma's shiny blonde hair when she was in good health. The revelation has knocked on his door. Countless ancient knowledge is conveyed through the imprint of the soul number 6. Moral, historical, empirical, abstract, mathematical, humanistic. This is the crystallization of wisdom passed down from generation to generation by the island's leaders. A glimpse of the mysteries transmitted to the bloodline by those who perceive the truth. Revelation, knowledge, wisdom. They surge so tumultuously and vastly that entire lifetimes of achievements and thoughts from mortals are like bottles of water compared to the mighty ocean. The boulder of fate has rolled down from its peak and a new 6 is born. Oh. The reef remains unchanged. It has been hardened by the erosive force during the long night. The paused hand gently falls and turns the page. Revelation. Oh man.
It is just as simple as it is.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! That whole character story was what led up to. Oh my god, that's crazy, guys. For the revelation. So that was a pretty good background story of how 6 became 6. Damn. And like kind of like the stuff he went through, all like the tumultuous like inner thoughts and fighting like his inner self and stuff. Oh my goodness. Right? It is as simple as that. He thought he knew faith, but he only knew a part of it. He thought he was Oedipus, but in reality, he was the man the voice from above spoke to. Yeah, that's so crazy. Man, these character stories are like so wild. They write the characters so, like, they go so in depth with the characters. It's like really crazy. Woo! Yeah, so now I have a complete picture of the Para Knights, basically. Yep. Yeah, I definitely, like, you can definitely see that, like, what made him scared the most of is how, like, the revelation changed his aunt. So he was afraid he was going to be changed in, like, such a drastic way, too. But yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah, this explains his actions in chapters 5 and 7. Woo. That's true. What he learned in this story, he passed on to 37. Yeah, when they parted. Man. Well, all right, guys. We made it. We went through 6's character story. Oh, that was a doozy. Like, honestly, this math and stuff is it's been such a doozy. Like, my brain. But, like, it's so deep. It's crazy. Oof. Alright, guys. Thank you for sticking with me through 6's character story. So, okay, before we move on to chapter 8, we are going to actually do... What are we doing? We are doing Floor to the Golden City next. So, you guys know how long it is? So, events, I have learned that I need to split it into 2 streams, actually, because they end up being a tad too long for one stream for what I can really handle. So, we will start the Golden City event next stream, guys, next week. All right, that'll be exciting. We get to meet some new characters, I believe. All right, everyone, thank you for jumping in for 6's character story, and those who are watching the VOD, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It definitely gave us some good insight for our Math Island people, especially 6, of course. So, I will catch you guys next week for more Reverse 1999. And I got Nautica, so I can go work on leveling her up and stuff. Alright, have a good morning, noon, or night, whatever time it is for you, and I will catch y'all later. Bye-bye!